This is TWiT.
Well, I think given you've made all of your people come back to the office, I'm going to make you feel bad and weird. Because Kastle,
what's new, buddy? What's new?
Kastle, which is I think does work in office stuff and all those things, they have a regular back to work barometer. The 10-city average of office occupancy is 47.6%. If you scroll up, you'll get there.
You will definitely see that in San Francisco. It's just like a.
San Francisco's down to 42%.
Yeah. Did you see the Hilton, which is the biggest hotel in San Francisco? They just walked away.
Yeah.
Declared bankruptcy.
Take it.
Sorry.
That's scary.
That's really scary. That's 3,000 rooms.
2 hotels they did it with.
Yeah, actually they did it with another hotel as well.
So San Francisco occupancy is down to 42.7. San Jose occupancy is down to 37. That's probably because Google took everybody out to rebuild it.
San Jose always felt like kind of the city that everybody left.
Sort of forgotten.
Yeah. It's always felt that way, but it's really
it's so much better
now.
than when I used to live there. It's way better a place than when I was there, but still, it has a deserted feel. Yeah. Austin and Houston are relatively high. Austin has 56%, Houston 57%, 58%.
Wow.
But yeah, average is 47.6%, 10-city occupancy, less than half, which makes me worry a little bit about the coming real estate crash, because a lot of those are leases that are still on and the buildings are still getting paid. When those leases come up, ain't nobody going to want them.
Unfortunately, a lot of those people are complaining about the crime and homelessness that's happening in those areas too.
Yep.
Certainly downtown San Francisco is hard to work there because you got to wade through, a fentanyl market and an outdoor privy, and it's just not pleasant. But now there's Hilton and Park 55, both
or 55, right?
Closing in San Francisco, just walking away, ceasing payments on hotel properties. They're going bankrupt, and say, let the creditors have them.
I had a friend who was in San Francisco last week going to a conference, and he came out of the hotel that's across Moscone, that big one. And instead of turning right on 5th Street, he turned left on 5th Street.
Oh, yeah. Fifth is really bad.
And went way down. And at some point, the cops came up to him and said, what are you doing here? They get in the back.
Really?
Yes.
Holy cow. So there's a Michelin 2-star restaurant.
Shot.
Yeah, there used to be. Maybe it's not there anymore, but there was a Michelin 2-star restaurant on 5th. Lisa and I went down there, and it was like, we're never going back here again. The restaurant was amazing, but she walked a block away, where we parked a few blocks away, literally 50 feet from the front door, some guy's defecating in the street. That really kind of puts you off your food.
Fifth is where I used to work at the Examiner.
Yeah, it's across the street from the old Chronicle building. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's very sad. But I was mad when I saw the CNN Anderson Cooper San Francisco is dying thing. But at the same time, it's hard to deny that there's trouble.
Yep.
What's interesting in New York is if you Midtown New York, 7th Avenue, every restaurant and every business is closing down. You go to Brooklyn because it's a residential area.
Right.
Brooklyn's awesome. Brooklyn's awesome.
Right?
Well, and that's true of San Francisco too. There are certain, the Fifth and Mission, don't go there.
All right.
But there are, there's lots of districts, Twin Peaks and so forth, that are fun, going great, safe.
Tiburon area.
Well, Tiburon's not San Francisco, but yeah, Tiburon. That's where the rich people go.
Tiburon.
That's quite nice.
That's for the rich folk.
It is quite nice.
That's where you have the Brooklynans in your yacht.
Yeah.
I was like, I used to spend a lot of time in Tiburon, and it was lovely.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
It's Stacy Bougie approved.
So I think part of it is these vacancies.
Stacy Bougie.
There's also, San Francisco's problem is also because of a fentanyl crisis. There's a really big problem with fentanyl. Massive.
Well,
addiction.
there's a problem with income inequality and the ability to afford housing. And once you're homeless, that sucks so bad. Why wouldn't you do fentanyl? Because
might as well. Yeah.
What else are you going to do?
Oh, it's sad. It really makes me sad.
Yep.
For the people as much as anything, you know. We got to figure this out.
City. It was a wonderful
it's
place. And I'm not saying it's dead. It's still a great city.
Anthony Nielsen says Mission District still vibrant and happening. And yeah, I love the Mission. Yeah. But you don't have to go far from the Mission, less than a mile. And, you know, it's bad news.
Like the
saddest irony of it is the Civic Center where City Hall is among the worst areas. You know, so the mayor walks out the door. I guess she runs out the door into her limousine, but it's not good.
It says a lot.
Because there's no
That's an
commerce
issue in
and
Seattle,
shops
too.
around there. It's always been kind of a dead space.
Yeah. Well, and if you are a shop there, you're going to be moving because
you have the opera across the street. You have the ballet and all that stuff.
Yeah, we would go to the opera or the Golden Gate Theaters down there. We go to the theater, and you felt like you were taking your life in your hands.
I'll pass.
Yeah, it's terrible. And I imagine it's happening in urban areas all over the country. LA's
taking a hit too.
Yeah. Well, now that you've really cheered us up, Jeff Jarvis.
but Leo is doing his bit by getting everybody to come back to the office. So Petaluma is fun.
East Side Petaluma is hopping and happening.
And a lot of sushi at the gas station.
Oh, man, that gas station sushi's better than ever.
Oh, gosh.
If you love all things Android, well, I've got a show for you to check out. It's called All About Android, and I'll give you 3 guesses what we talk about. We talk about Android, the latest news, hardware, apps. We answer feedback. It's me, Jason Howell, Ron Richards, TWiT Dow, and a whole cast of awesome characters talking about the operating system that we love. You can find All About Android at twit.tv/AAA.